So if you give from your heart, you're not expecting something
This
back.
society does very little from its heart.
Well,
We have been raised in a capitalistic, commercialized, setting to where it ain't really about your heart. It's really about getting in these malls that don't have nothing on the shelves anymore, that you should have just stayed away, and they then tried to make their money back by charging you to park to walk in the building. And so again, like we started, if you need to pay some money to go spend some money, you should probably tell them folks, I ain't spending no money with you. And now I've been seeing Pastor Jamal Bryant and others telling the blacks, this holiday season, don't be buying nothing anyway. Let's bankrupt them folks that have been benefiting off of us economically. And I want to think through this, Big T, because it's not only to bankrupt these corporations that, their Black Friday is based on black spending, but you cannot spend with them and experience a greater level of peace for not owing them.
Say that again.
Okay. There's one level to these holiday seasons where folks are saying don't spend any money with these corporations that don't give back to the community, don't care about you anyway.
Right. They're calling it a blackout.
Okay. And so if you do that, it's not only hurting their bottom line, but it's helping you psychologically because you don't owe them folks anything from what you purchased from them that you couldn't pay for and you bought on credit anyway.
Absolutely.
So why don't we just leave it alone this year?
Same reason why we went back to the buses after the Montgomery Bus Boycott.
Why?
Because they told us we could.
See, now you done took me down a whole nother rabbit hole.
These rabbit holes.
Okay. You read the trigger alert, right?
Yes, I read the trigger alert.
Let me tell you how ignorant or exploited black folks were by ignorant leadership.
Yeah.
Because Jamal Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant, right? Said, don't go to Target. Target lost their CEO, lost their revenue stream and everything. Them stores are still empty.
Yep.
And it was the National Black Church Organization, or SHUNS, that came together and said, no, boss, we get them back. We help you. And they gave them like $50,000 and gave them each to split up between all 80 of them.
Took even less money. They took even less money than us.
How is this like how you doing? I'm the national. I'm the national. Them same folks has been destroying the black community forever.
Yes.
But I'm saying, once you got them in an economic stranglehold, they got the folks that put black folks to sleep for a living. Telling black folks, it's all good now, go on back in there and spend money. So when you say the Montgomery Bus Boycott, the relationship that I'm making is this. Black folks figured out a way not to get on white folks' buses or transportation.
Yes.
That's what they figured out.
Yes, we did. For was it a year?
Yeah, more than a year.
Yes.
And so thank you, Baba John Marsh. Here's the point, Big T. The white folks was making it illegal for everything the blacks were doing. It's illegal to have 3 in a car. It's illegal to stand on the middle of the block. It's illegal for you to show the unity that shut down a bus company. These white folks in business who were the city government was doing everything they could. It's illegal for you to car share. It's illegal for you to stand on the corner. It's illegal for you to do this. In other words, saying, y'all need to get back on these buses because we're losing money.
That's right.
I'm sure there was somebody who said, some activist that said, hey, well, we did all this car sharing. We're doing Uber. There'll be a thing called Uber in 2023, 2020. It's 1955, you know what I mean? But way in the future, there's going to be some folks that's going to be doing ride sharing. There's going to be some ride sharing taking place. So black folks was ride sharing.
Right.
he probably said, why don't we just give everybody a few dollars to do some ride sharing? And a black leader said, can't do that. No. And then he said, well, then why don't we just do our own bus company? Oh, no, can't do that. We can't do that. Why? Oh, the Lord said we can't do that because the Lord said that we got to take care of white people.
We got to honor it. We got to honor our word. We got to honor word. We said
all we want to do, we just want a good seat on their bus.
On their bus.
If we can just have a good seat on their bus, then I'm telling you it's progress. I remember when there wasn't no bus.
Time for us to go.
I remember there wasn't no bus. I had a donkey and I had a mule and now they got a bus. Boy, you don't know what it's like to have a bus. All we want is a good seat on their bus. And then there's this activist, man, look here. We can buy our own bus and we can drive our own lanes, but they made that illegal. You got to get the permit. You got to get the permit on the window. Them ain't won't give you no permit to put in your window of no bus, no black bus. Well, then why don't we quit going to their companies and work then? Like if they need us to go there to work for them anyway, so why don't we just say, well, are we good? You know, we'll grow us some peas and corn and we'll just do our own thing, and you white folks, you can go make your industry work. Oh no, because the Lord said.
Oh, wait, Brother Jeff, that's not fair. Because you got to show the other part of this. Yeah, that's one part of the conversation. You got to show the other part of the conversation. I told him that wasn't the wise thing for us to do. Now, you still going to give me my 5 shekels?
In the first place.
Yeah, you give me my 5 shekels. I'll make sure they don't go back on them buses. Yeah, because my kids got to go to school. Don't worry. I'll take care of them. Now, you just, don't worry about it. I'll make sure we back on them buses. Don't you worry about it. No, sir, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But just make sure you take care of my payment.
And when they do this thing called Uber, in the near future, don't give the blacks in Montgomery.
Don't give the blacks nothing.
Don't give the blacks in Montgomery no credit for Uber.
Nothing.
And don't give the nation no credit for how to eat to live. Y'all been making this world go round for so long. Why don't you just stop for a minute?
Brother Jeff.
I heard France is about to shut down because Burkina Faso said, nah, you can't have no more of our gold. We'll pull up our own gold and we'll handle it. And now France is like on welfare.
What about the money you owe us? We done paid you that money.
Hold on. Can you imagine the blacks in Haiti beat the brakes off the French, took their freedom, and then the French had them blacks paying them reparations?
Ain't that something?
And
they agreed to do it.
How does this work? How does this work? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't giving you nothing. And if you come over here, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you again. As a matter of fact, I'm about to come and take your stuff.
They did it because of economic pressure.
They did it because that one person said, well, you know them French was doing really good to us. I went to their schools, I learned their languages, and I did everything that they was doing. We should pay them for enslaving us. Now, we got a whole reparations movement with black folks right now. Mm-hmm. And these folks are saying, man, I ain't giving you nothing.
Yeah.
And then some will say, well, we shouldn't have anything because we wouldn't know how to spend it anyway.
That's what they be saying. These brothers and sisters be off the rails with these conversations. You got to hear them. It's like, did he just say that? We wouldn't know what to do with money no how. That wasn't me. That wasn't them. They wasn't the ones that had enslaved our ancestors. They already did that, so they ain't got nothing to do with us.
Okay, Big T, whose fault is it at the Montgomery Bus Boycott when black folks figured out they could get from point A to point B without the major bus system, and in 2025 we do not have a major bus system. Mm-hmm. We don't control transportation even of our own neighborhoods or whatever, any of that. Who's to be held accountable for that? And I'm going to give you a little first heads up. It can't be white folks.
It's not. It's not, and it's not white folks, and it is definitely on the backs of our so-called leadership.